In a small African village, nestled between tall, watchful trees and winding red sand roads, lived a young, beautiful girl named Amina. She was known for her brave heart and tireless spirit, always by her mother's side, helping sell fresh vegetables at the bustling village market. One evening, as the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery orange and deep purple, Amina took a wrong turn on her way home. The familiar sounds of the market faded, replaced by the quieting songs of the birds. The forest around her grew darker, its shadows stretching long and mysterious. It wasn't long before Amina realized she was completely and utterly lost. As she pushed deeper into the dense bush, her heart thumping against her ribs, she saw a figure huddled beside a fallen tree. It was an old, tired man. His clothes were covered in the dust of a long journey, and he clutched a weathered wooden walking stick. He looked up at her, his eyes weak but filled with a strange light. "My daughter," he rasped, his voice thin as a dry leaf. "I am trying to return to my village, which lies across the river. 2 villages from here. Please, help me. I cannot walk this path alone before the night spirits come." Amina's fear was a cold knot in her stomach, but her compassion was stronger. She stepped forward, her voice steady despite her trembling hands. "Papa, I will help you." The old man struggled to his feet, leaning heavily on his stick. Before they took a single step, he fixed her with a serious gaze and warned her. "But listen well. As we walk, you must not look back. No matter what you hear, no matter what whispers call your name. There are bad spirits in this forest, spirits with big, hungry eyes that steal the sight of anyone foolish enough to turn around." Amina felt a shiver of pure fear crawl up her spine, but she gave a firm nod. She understood, and so their journey began. The path was narrow, a thin ribbon winding through the thick, imposing trees. Night was creeping in fast, swallowing the last of the daylight. It wasn't long before Amina started hearing the strange, unsettling sounds of the forest after dark. A soft voice like a breeze through the leaves began to call her name. "Amina, Amina." It was an insidious whisper. Sometimes it sounded just like her mother, filled with worry. Other times, it mimicked the laughter of her friends from the village. Then it shifted, becoming the sound of someone crying, a desperate, heart-wrenching sob. But through it all, she remembered the old man's warning. "Do not look back." Her heart raced, a frantic drum against the silence. Her feet trembled, threatening to give way, but she kept moving, one step after another. Her eyes locked on the path ahead. The old man walked quietly beside her, his presence a strange comfort, leaning on his stick and guiding her through the deepening darkness. Then the whispers grew louder, more insistent. They were no longer just voices. She heard footsteps crackling on dry leaves just behind her, the unmistakable sound of breathing, hot and close on her neck. The whispers turned to mocking laughter, then back to sorrowful crying, a chaotic symphony designed to break her resolve. Still Amina refused to turn her head. She clenched her jaw, focused on the steady rhythm of her own footsteps, and kept walking. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they saw the faint glimmer of the river through the trees. They reached its bank and crossed a sturdy wooden bridge. On the other side stood a peaceful village, bathed in the warm, welcoming glow of firelight. The sounds of children playing and families talking drifted towards them on the night air. They were safe. As they stepped onto the solid ground of the village, the old man suddenly stood tall. He was no longer weak and tired. His back was straight. His body seemed to radiate a gentle, brilliant light. He smiled at Amina, his eyes now bright and full of wisdom. "My daughter," he said, his voice now strong and clear, "you have done what many grown men cannot do. You kept moving forward. You did not look back. Because of your courage, you are safe, and you have saved me too." Amina blinked in astonishment, and in that instant, the old man vanished like a gust of wind, leaving nothing behind but the lingering scent of wild herbs and the soft rustle of leaves. She realized then that she hadn't just helped an old man. She had been protected by a spirit of light, a guardian who had tested her courage and her faith. The next morning, Amina easily found her way home, running into the arms of her worried, weeping mother. From that day forward, Amina was known throughout the land by a new name: the girl who never looked back. The moral of this story is a powerful one. Sometimes in life, the path forward is frightening. Your past will call to you, whispering your name, reminding you of mistakes, regrets, and fears. People will try to distract you, to pull you back with their doubts and negativity. But you must keep moving forward. Don't look back at the past that can no longer be changed. Don't look back at the voices trying to hold you down. Your future is ahead, a bright, peaceful village waiting for you. And only the brave, only those who refuse to look back, will reach Italiano. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiration. Keep moving forward.